Kawasaki distinguished itself from Honda and Yamaha by bumping displacement of its entry-level sport bike up from 300 cubic centimeters to 400 cubic centimeters with the introduction of the Ninja 400. Team Green has thrown down the gauntlet again with the 2023 Kawasaki Ninja ZX4RR KRT Edition, a new track-focused sport bike. At its heart is a new liquid-cooled, DOHC 16-valve 399 cubic centimeters inline-Four, which adds 2 more cylinders than the Ninja 400's 399 cubic centimeters parallel twin. Developed with input from Kawasaki's Ninja ZX Supersport machines, the engine has an oversquare bore and stroke of 57.0 by 39.2 mm and is said to deliver impressive power and a claimed peak of 26.5 pound-feet of torque at 11.000 rpm. The engine features fine sand cast intake ports, large intake and exhaust valves, precision machined combustion chambers, forged camshafts, cast aluminum pistons and a 12.3:1 compression ratio, yet it runs on regular unleaded fuel. A lightweight flywheel contributes to the force quick-revving nature, a large radiator contributes to efficient cooling and a ram air duct brings cool, high-pressure air into the engine. We love the new mid-displacement twins and their new way of delivering performance via flat torque curves, lower weight and mind-reading responsiveness, but what if we also love the high sweet song of the inline-Four? What if sport bikes were our first and forever love? Let's spec out a bike whose displacement is too small to frighten insurers, and then let's see how much of the traditional full superbike look we can roll out at a price a lot of riders can pay. Both motorcycles are handsome and fit well in the Ninja family. They have identical ZX6R-like headlights and a ZX10R derived tail section, but the ZX4RR feels fuller and brawnier than the Ninja 400. If you want more colors, though, it's the Ninja 400 that gives you more variety, while the ZX4RR only comes in Kawasaki's KRT livery. Design is a subjective affair, so make of that what you will. When you look at their names, there's just a ZX to differentiate the two Ninjas, but this moniker is no joke since all ZX-wearing Ninjas employ four-cylinder engines. The ZX4RR is no exception and employs a new 399 cubic centimeters four-cylinder mill which screams out 76 horsepower. On the flip side, the Ninja 400 employs a 399 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine to gush out just 45 horsepower, a 31 pony deficit from the ZX. The inline-Four mill also benefits from a higher compression ratio and bigger throttle bodies, resulting in a manic 16,000 rpm redline, compared to the 400's 13,000 rpm. There always has to be more to come next year, by offering this product with enough power to set it apart from the crowd, but not blowing the budget on unnecessary racetrack features. We pitch it to the largest possible number of buyers. If this model succeeds in the marketplace, other makers will jump in and step up performance. If a little is good, but as we've seen in the dearly departed sport bike past, each year's amazing up bump of performance. Six forward ratios with a quickshifter and a slipper clutch are on hand to let you make the best use of all that fury, while Kawasaki's multi-mode traction control should keep the 160/60ZR17 Dunlop Sportmax GPR 300 rear tire from vaporizing. As far as other rider aids go, ABS comes standard and riders can choose between low and full power modes. As for the chassis, the Ninja ZX4RR KRT Edition gets a trellis frame and show a dampers front and rear, an inverted fork up front and an adjustable horizontal rear link should offer good travel and control, while a 4-piston front caliper and a single-piston rear caliper clamping down on a 290mm disc and a 220mm disc respectively, should you wish to bring the fun to an end. The suspension is also where we find some difference in the specifications between the ZX4RR variants. The standard ZX4RR features the aforementioned SFF BP forks and horizontal backlink rear suspension, but on the ZX4RR SE and ZX4RR the front forks also have preload adjustment. And the RR also has a Showa BFRC light rear shock, the same as the Kawasaki ZX10R.